media, and I've heard people talk about it before, where people say that we present our lives too well on social media. So we only project the good things, and that makes other people who have more negative things happen more often in their lives think that nothing bad ever happens to other people and they're alone, and so then that turns into like depression and worse things. And so I've heard people and seen people on social media say like, we should post more of the bad things that happen too and have it be a true representation of our lives. And I guess I see where they're coming from, but I disagree, and here is why. In the interest of Thanksgiving and being thankful, we as humans, we are naturally inclined to be negative. Take a look at the news, at any kind of gossip that you have going on. Typical conversations gravitate towards the negative because they're just more interesting stories. And so it's so interesting to me that we don't do that on social media. That's a good thing, right? Everything is so bad in the world, it seems, and that's probably because everything we see in mainstream media is very negative, because that's what sells. So the fact that we whip out our lipstick and try to put it on the pig that is our life is such an interesting phenomenon. And also, the thing about social media is it's our photo album. By our, I mean really everyone who's on social media now, but especially the younger people. If you go back and look at photo albums, you usually don't see pictures of kids in the corner because they're in trouble. We tend to not want to remember the more negative things. We put in our photo albums our memories that we want to last forever and we want to look back on and show our kids. That's the medium for which we are now sharing our memories and our great days. And sometimes our bad days. I mean, everybody has Facebook rants, and especially in the political season or around the holidays, everybody likes to say that Thanksgiving doesn't get its due. And so I think it's a good thing that we focus on the positives. And so if you're having a bad time in your life, know that everyone has bad times in their lives. Like, you're not alone. But we just don't want to post about that because that's not what this is for. This is our memories for the future. So obviously I'm a Gary Vee fan. I've shared videos and talked about what I've learned from him before. I don't think I've shared that video yet, but it's coming. And he posted something and said, we need to make positivity louder. And I so agree, because we're just so surrounded by all of the negativity of the world, and it seems like our world is going to hell in a handbasket, and it's just not. We've been through worse as a society and as a world, like even outside of my country, like things have been worse before. And so we're gonna come out of this, the recession and the Brexit and our election cycle, like things are gonna get better. But as they're getting better, we have to focus on the positive things to get us through to the end. And so for those of you who think that it's not okay that we don't share the bad things that happen in our lives, I just tend to disagree with you. The part that I do agree on is that it is cool to share the negatives. This is what I went through and this is how I got out of it. Or I just had to persevere and now I'm on the other side and there's an end. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, just keep going. But I think if you're in the middle of the tunnel saying how horrible things are, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that I read somewhere that psychologists have seen that the idea of ranting or letting off steam to someone doesn't always make things better. And so, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know what is better, but I just wanted to call attention to this. I think in my young mindset that being positive is a good thing, and we should focus on that more. And just know that if you don't have a great life right now, that you have time. No matter how old you are, you still have time to turn it around if you make the right actions that get you to that place. There's always hope. That's all we have at the end of the day is hope for better tomorrow. If your today is really good, the idea that tomorrow can be better is really exciting. And if your today was terrible, knowing that tomorrow is better can just get you to tomorrow. So I tend to agree with Gary Vee. We've got to make positivity louder.